Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo, Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Sunday night, September the 21st. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Welcome, everyone. The Vancouver Canucks are playing hockey again. I don't care about the result, although you always want to win. If you play a game, you'd rather win than lose. But it's all about the process. And we can talk about tonight's game. So happy to see many of you here. Just had a wonderful group Zoom chat with the Legends and Hall of Fame members. And that was always a very uplifting part of my month. And I had to do it a week early today, this month, because I am off to Europe next weekend. I'll talk a bit more about that in a little bit. Talk about my weekend very quickly, but we got to get into this game because the Vancouver Canucks are once again playing hockey. So thanks to everyone who's being here. I see some content creators, I see some members, I see some new subs, and everyone else in between. So members, Legends, moderators. I knew it was an M word. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. Shannon, no need to apologize. Whether you forgot or you just had other things to do, certainly don't expect everyone to attend every single one of those. Your loss, because it was so good, but we certainly weren't upset, and I'm not upset. I actually thought that maybe you and Rob were still on the road coming back from your road trip or your camping trip. So no worries, no need to apologize at all. So this is how you can get involved tonight. I think I was talking about my members, and did I forget the whole thing about no matter where you're watching from? See, I'm so discombobulated because the Canucks are playing. I'm not used to this. The Canucks haven't played a game in 5 months or 4 months. May, June, July, August. Yeah, 5 months. So I think I did it, but if I didn't, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you can be doing anything else, watching anyone else. I think I said this already. Get ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe, get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that the Canucks are playing, like the fact that, that we're here, like the fact that we continue to build a great Canucks community, like the fact that I'm missing a week of streaming and you don't have to listen to me for an entire week. I'm just kidding. And like the fact that we're building a wonderful community here on YouTube. And as Russell said, just as he streamed tonight, as he always does, don't worry, it's the preseason. It's for all of us to work out the kinks. I love that. So you can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. Who will be the first to do that? You can gift a membership. You can buy a membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Okay, really quickly, because this is not about me and my weekend, but I do like to give a quick7 on my weekend before we get going. Friday night, I was out in Surrey at the big Pacific Academy campus, and I was setting up all the tech for this big 7 rooms, speaker cabinets and stands and projectors and microphones and lighting, blah, 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 for 7 breakout rooms and the main session. So that was Friday night. Then I went to visit my friends in Maple Ridge, got barely any sleep, woke up early Saturday morning, got all the way back down to Surrey, was all the way in there until 7. The event ended at 5:30. Then we cleaned up. Then I took a friend home, and then I treated myself to some all-you-can-eat sushi. Went to Nordell Sushi. It's not the best in the world, but it was close by where I dropped the guy off. And I just sat there with myself for an hour by myself, and I had no problem doing that. I've talked about this. I have no problem watching a movie or going to a restaurant by myself. I like the quiet time. Got home, hung out with Gail, all was good. Today, in the morning, we went out to Surrey, dropped off all the gear that I rented, $8,000 worth of gear, dropped it all off. Then Gail and I went for lunch out in Surrey, which was nice. Came home, took a nap, got up, saw a bit of Russell stream, set up my own stream, went to church, came home, group Zoom chat with the Legends Hall of Fame, a bit of work. It's budget time for work. And now here with you for the next hour. So that was my weekend. I hope your weekend was just as good and even more productive. Now let's talk about this Canucks game. This is exactly what I was just going to say. Where did it go? In exhibition games, you have to dress a minimum of like basically 6 or 7 players. They got to meet, like NHL players. I mean, they have to have X amount of games under their belt. And that's to prevent you, especially on an away game, for just sending all of your rookies and prospects. And then the paying, it wrecks the competitive balance of the game. And then B, your people in the other arena are paying to see this game. Now, that's why the home team always dresses a better lineup. So you'll see that Seattle had not their entire lineup, but they certainly had more than the minimum 6 or 7 veterans. As for us, yeah, that's why Hughes, Hronek, Pettersson, DeBrusk, Kane, Besser, Marcus Pettersson. That's why many of those, Tyler Myers, Demko, Lankinen. So I just named off 10 off the top of my head. None of those guys went. So that's why you had Hito with Leckermack and Hoglander, Baines, Cooch, Sherwood, O'Connor, Bluger. And then on D, you had basically just P.O. Joseph. So the veterans that the Canucks sent, guys that have played a minimum number of games, pretty sure it's Hito, Hoglander, Sherwood, Bluger, O'Connor, P.O. Joseph, and maybe one of, well, there's 6, and maybe one of DPD or Leckermack. I doubt it. Maybe it's only 6 because I can only think of 6 guys that you would consider actual veterans in the league. So we'll expect to see a lot different in the home games. So, of course, Seattle, if maybe they dressed 9 or 10 or 11 veterans, almost half their roster, and that's fine. They should do that because they're the home team. There we go. Kraken ice their full lineup minus McCann. Canucks did very well today. Ty Young had a rough game. Ricky calls him too young, but I think he meant Ty Young. But thank you. And Nothing's Perfect says, can we get some Canuck Clay hype in the chat for the $20 who he donated during my stream? No need to hype me here. This is people can hype me by sending donations, but they don't have to hype the fact that I donated to you. I was happy to do that. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate that you appreciate it, but no, I wanted to support you, and that was a small way of doing so. I am so impressed that you do every single game, which is impressive. I wouldn't even try to do that. I don't think I'd be good at doing that. That's not my cup of tea. And plus it would preclude me from going to a lot of games. Or I've always said I could do it again, probably not as good as you now that it's a competition, but I actually think for me, not for you, for me, if I was to live stream during a game, it wrecks the experience, I think, for people, because then they have to watch me, but it's their choice. And it selfishly, it wrecks my experience too, because then instead of enjoying and being able to do what I want, I'm doing a show. So that's why I admire you so much, and that's why I want to give you a small donation today. But thank you, Russell. Thanks for being here. So regardless of how many veterans you send, where you're playing, you always want to win. No one ever plays a game, preseason, regular season, playoffs especially. No one ever plays a game to lose. So no matter what, you want to win. But tonight the Canucks did not win, and yes, it's fine. We can say it's the first preseason game, and they only had 6 veterans in the lineup. Basically, a rookie and prospect filled decor, and then the 2 goalies. One of them played like it. So I'm not too worried. I don't think anyone's worried. I'm not worried. Are you guys worried? No one's worried. No one's worried. But guess what? It's a game. So I'm so excited that for the first time in 5 months, guess what we get to pull out today, guys? That didn't sound right. Don't get your minds out of the gutter. We get to pull out, I just said it again, the Sedge V, the Clay Edge Goal visualizer. Yes, the SedgeV comes back, and we are going to be breaking down these goals. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the SedgeVC, the Clay Edge Go Visualizer commentary. I forgot about the C. See, this how bad it's been. But here we go. The SedgeVC is back. Let's go. We start off. And remember, I don't show the actual highlights, so I don't want to get copyrighted. And actually, sometimes you see more on these things. Whoop, too excited. Sometimes you see more on these things than you do on the actual highlights. That's right. It's the SedgeVC. The SedgeVC is now back. I think I was the first. It's not about being first. It's not about competition, but I'm not afraid to say certain things. I think I'm the first Canucks content creator to actually use the Go Visualizer in his recaps and in his live streams. And even so, where SDPN was doing it too. Not they copied me. Anyone can do this. And maybe I wasn't even the first, but I know that SDPN even does some of their goal breakdowns by using the Edge Go Visualizer. It's not just for me. It's always put out there for anyone who wants to watch it. The SedgeVC is back. Indeed. SedgeVC is now live. So here we go. I will make it a tiny bit bigger on your screen. Yeah, there we go. First goal is a Seattle Kraken goal by Edward Chalet. And I think what you'll notice here is after they had I'll talk about this, but the Sherwood Coots line with Baines, not the best, at least in terms of plus minus and puck control. And Russell, you and anyone else who actually watched the game can correct me. I'm not going to lie. I did not watch the game. I was at church. But from all the highlights I've seen, from what I've read, rough night, actually. And here's one of them. So right here, Sawyer Minio gets a little bit caught right here. He pinches a little, and now he loses his battle, and it quickly becomes a 2-on-1. And there we go. There's Edward, not Saleh, it's Chalet is what I heard. And then there's on defense, that's Jimmy Schultz just trying to figure out. And he actually fakes. He pump fakes till Chalet, but then sticks to the other guy. And then Chalet comes in and rips a shot past Tolopilo. I think that's the only goal that Tolopilo allowed, right? So a 2-on-1 caused by an outnumbered chance. And actually, just before that, you don't see it on the Edge Go Visualizer, but actually here, I'm not sure why all three forwards are in here. I think it was an errant pass. It must have deflected or something. And that's why even if Sherwood touched it, it would have been offside. So now it's 3-on-2. We're okay. We're okay. There's some support there by Coots, a small giveaway. No big deal. We're still okay here. But Sherwood's got to recognize this guy. Not recognize him as in, I know who you are. You know, recognize that there's a guy behind him. And then he kind of blows the zone a little bit. And now Minio loses that battle, and it becomes a 2-on-1. And a great shot by Chalet past Tolopilo. Canucks get it back on the power play. Not the first power play of the game. The first power play of the game wasn't great. It was Lekarmaki, Hedel, Hoglander, Villander, and someone else. And I'm not sure if they even got a shot, but it was Baines turning the puck over as they were going on a break. There we go. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. EP40 did not play tonight. EP40 did not play tonight. So this wasn't the first power play unit or the first power play opportunity, but this was nice. Here's Mancini bringing the puck down. Coots back to Mancini, and Mancini rips a shot past Joey Decor. Did Decor play the entire game? So what I really liked about this, when you see the replay, you can't really tell from here, but when this little give and go, when Mancini gives it back to Coots, watch what Coots does. So simple, but it just shows how smart he is and why we have high hopes for him. He just moves the puck a little bit towards the middle, draws this forward just enough away where it gives Mancini a nice little soft spot here. So here we go. There's it. You see, he draws number 51 to him, and then boom, a nice little touch pass to Mancini. And look at all the space that Mancini has here to score, which he does. Oh, Decor played the first and second. You guys are so quick. Wait, one person said Decor played the whole game. The other one says Decor played the first and second. Regardless, he did okay. And I know everyone's been using that joke because Decor means okay in French. You know what else is okay? Dino. I don't think he figured out how to upgrade. He was trying really hard on Thursday, but Dino, thank you, brother. That slaps.
Hard.
So let's give Dino some love in the chat. Gets the donation train out of the station with the big $14 donation. thanks again, Dino. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you trying so hard to upgrade on Thursday. Hopefully you can still make that happen one day when you want. Again, let's give some love to Dino in the chat. Is it core to not play the whole game, even if I called it that was? What does that mean? Oh, that you said it? Okay, so first and second. So Mancini, nice power play goal. Sherwood and Coots with the assist. And I think the thing that stood out to me, like I said, was Coots' hockey IQ there, drawing the forward over. Then it looks like it's Yanni Nyman, but it's Newman. Well, why don't they spell it N-E-W? But it's Newman with his first of two. This is actually a nice goal. Whoops, I almost pressed the wrong button. So Hollander gives the puck here. Hito gets caught there. So, but we're safe, right? It's not even 3-on-2. Look, it's basically a 4-on-4. Don't worry about these two guys. So we look safe. Then Hito fast, but not the best back check, because he just he doesn't coast, but he doesn't do anything at the same time. And this is the trick here. So we still look okay. It's a 3-on-4 technically, or 4-on-4 if you count this guy. But then as Jimmy Schultz comes over to check this guy, he centers it through the seam and unfortunately goes off of Hito's stick. So right there, you can't really tell because they don't show sticks, but you can see on the replay clearly, it goes off Hito's stick and it goes right to, so Kako off of Hito's stick, right to Newman, and an easy tip pass Ty Young. This one, you certainly can't blame Young. So let's watch it again in real time. There is the turnover. Hito chases, but doesn't really make a play. And then to add insult to injury, the puck goes off of him. And then, just poor coverage there because P.O. Joseph had to kind of be in the middle. And then it left the goal scorer wide open. So 2-1 for Seattle. Then Jaden Schwartz, one of their veterans, he comes through with a goal here. So it's a power play goal. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I see. Hey, how come it doesn't say power play? I see 5 of their guys and 4 of our guys. Is this a power play goal? Sure looks like it. A nice tip play, actually. So Shane Wright and then Jaden Schwartz backhand tip past Ty Young. I'm not sure if it's a tip, actually. I think he corralled it and puts it past Young. But once again, I'm pretty sure it's a power play. I see 5-on-4, unless one of the Canucks players is hiding somewhere. But yes, they work the puck. It's got to be a power play. Look at the way they're moving it. Then, like I said, Shane Wright, nice play down. Not going to blame Joseph on that one, but Joseph and Schultz for another goal. But once again, that was shorthanded. Then Newman, don't call me Nyman, scores the second of the night. This is a slapper. This is a good shot, actually. So they work around, done, back to Kako, they cycle it, and then, there, Kako, boom. And that is a big slap shot. And this one was, again, with Hito, Hollander, and Lekkerimäki on the ice. They also weren't the best defensively. Then we get it back from Chase Stillman. He scores on a penalty shot. So a penalty shot on a visualizer would be quite boring. So they actually show the play that led up to the penalty shot. So there, he's not cheating, but I think he sees this gap and he sees that he can call for the puck out here. And sure enough, it gets through to him. Look at that. He looks like he's going to have a breakaway or partial break. And then he gets chopped down as he goes to the net. I know not much of a replay highlight on here. And then what you do notice is look at all these Canucks guys. That's kind of funny, actually. At the very end of the play, watch all the Canucks guys screaming for a penalty shot. Let's see who comes off the bench. There's Mancini. Oh, that was actually there's Sherwood. There's Bluger. Or maybe they're just kind of getting a closer look at the action. So he scores, makes it 4-2. But then Hayden scores, assisted by Fisker Mogard. I never heard of that guy. I never heard of Hayden either, but Fisker Mogard with the assist. So right off a draw, kind of mismatched line for the Canucks there. You got Niels Amon, you got Jonathan Lekkerimäki, and you have Lebate. So actually, it's just Lekkerimäki was on for Stillman here because Lebate and Amon were aligned together. So there we go. Goes back, and then a nice centering pass. No chance for Young on that one. And then Niels Amon gets one late. This is from Labatt and P.O. Joseph. So here we go. There's Lekkerimäki. Doesn't get a sister, but makes a nice play. Then back to P.O. Joseph. It misses Klima. That's not Klima. It misses Schultz there. And then it goes to Lebate, who does a nice centering pass to Amon. So once again, Lekkerimäki goes up. Schultz misses it, maybe on purpose, or maybe he didn't have a chance to get it right there. P.O. Joseph misses him. Then look at that outnumbered down below Labate to Neil Zaman, who puts it in. Remember, Neil Zaman and Linus Karlsson are likely going to score all their goals from a big 5-foot radius. So there we go. There's the goals. Let's look at the stats real quick. Outshot 13-7, outshot 7-4, then 14-4. They whipped them in the third period to outshoot them by 1. Face-offs basically even. Power play Canucks go 1 for 6. Seattle went 0 for 2. Why is that? How is that not a power play? That replay, I keep saying 5-on-4. Someone explain to me. Seattle gooning up 27 penalty minutes. Look at all our hits. Block shots, them. Giveaways, them. And then we play them a bunch of times in the preseason. Finally, let's look at the box score, and then I'll get some of your impressions. So you look at the Canucks. Who cares about Seattle? No one have more than a point. That's what happens when you only get 3 goals. But I do notice the -2 for the line of Hoglander, Lekkerimäki, and Hedel. That's not great. And then Sherwood was -2 as well, along with his playing partners of Coots and Baines. High man ice time forward wise, we have 1952 for Hedel. Makes sense because he was basically the number 1 center. And then low guy was Labate with just under 10 minutes. Then you look at some of the hustle stats. Well, Klimovich had 5 shots. O'Connor had 4. No one had more than 1 block shot. 4 hits for Labate and Neil Zaman. That's good. Neil Zaman's pretty big, actually. And then face-offs. You don't actually know how many they took, so sometimes the percentages don't mean much. Then you look at D. 4 of the guys at D had minuses, including Jimmy Schultz, who had 3. And then Minio, Joseph, and Mancini are 2. Yeah, you didn't see Tom Verlander or DPD on the ice for a Canucks goal, but you didn't see them on the ice for a Seattle goal either. Pretty spread out. Minio, the low man at 14. It's fine. And then Mancini, the high man at 23. And then we had 4 hits for Jimmy Schultz. So -3, but 4 hits. And then that's basically about it. And then goaltenders, Tolopio makes 13 of 14 saves. Very good. And then Young only makes 6 out of 10 saves. What I heard from post-game shows and from people that were on my group Zoom call, the Hall of Fame and Legends, and Russell and Rosie or Ricky, anyone who watched the game today, you can correct this. They said that Coots was good. Like he's not like playing scared like a rookie, which is great. They said that Verlander, Mancini, and DPD. Mancini had -2, but that DPD was good. They said that Tolopio was good. And in my chat, people were saying that Philip Hedel wasn't great. And I just saw that 1 goal where he didn't look the best, but he did get a lot of ice time. So really open to hear what you guys have to say. So let's take your comments for the first 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'll take a break. I'll do my mid-show sponsor read. And if you just want to comment that you're just happy that Canucks hockey is back, that is fine just too. I mean, that is fine just as well. So I'm not going to go back. I'm going to start here. Group Zoom call was my post-game analysis. Exactly. It was you guys. Without you guys, I'd be even more lost than I really am. Friday should be on TV. I'm not sure about Wednesday. If they're able to stream, though, a game from Seattle, I'm sure they can stream a game from Abbotsford. So Wednesday's game, I'm guessing, is going to be streamed, and then Friday should be on TV. I was impressed by Coots, although I let him marinate in the WHL. No need to rush him in the NHL. Yeah, and that's one thing we were talking about in our stream is because of his young age, you can't send him to Abbotsford. So him, it's either going to be NHL or likely the WHL. Friday on TV. SGP, I had the opportunity to cheer for both Joe Thornton's son and Yannick Hansen's twins that are playing for North Shore Winter Club in a showcase in North Vancouver. Nice. That's awesome. Or maybe it's not North Shore Winter Club. I just made that up, but I'm guessing it is because it's Hansen's twins live here, right? That's awesome. Everyone's helping Shannon. That's awesome too. It's not a power play goal because the penalty expired when the goal was scored. Oh, so the guy just said not jumped on the ice yet. Thank you, Alfred. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rain. Mancini's penalty was over, which is why Seattle didn't have a power play goal. So we just didn't see Mancini get on the ice yet. I guess he was just about to step on the ice. Jessica, hi Clay. Will you still be selling your extra tickets throughout the season? Yes. I have a list. I've already been. Oh, I don't want to say. I've been helping people out a lot already. So anyone, just email me canuckclay@gmail.com. Again, canuckclay@gmail.com, and I'll happily send you my list of games. But yes, I am definitely providing tickets. I say the word providing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, Jessica, send me an email. Anyone can. canuckclay@gmail.com. I was right about the North Shore Winter Club. Awesome. The real Elias Pettersson. Watching Coots, he reminds me of a young Nick Suzuki. Another 2 or 3 years to waste it. And that's fair. And I'm patient. We got to be patient. We got to be patient. Lekarmaki was okay at times. Looks a bit better while playing without the puck. He was still a bit inconsistent. However, I would say his game has become more complete. Still has kinks to work out. Just like me and you, Russell. Or no, I'm not going to loop you into my category. You're much, much further ahead. So that's fair. That's good analysis. Thank you. I think they should give Coots a couple games to start the season before he goes back to Seattle. Yeah, they have up to 10. They have up to, 9 technically. I think Mancini played very well. That's good. That's good. That's good. For all the preseason games, how do you think you're going to do anything? You're going to have a good record. Well, I'm not playing, Simon. And I truthfully don't care what the Canucks record is in preseason. I'm not trying to be a jerk, or I don't care. As long as they're playing well, they're building chemistry, and they're trying to play the right way, learn Adam Foote's system. I could not care less. By the way, you know, people, they screw up. They say I could care less. This is wrong. It's actually I couldn't care less, because if you say you could care less, that means you actually could care a little bit less about what you're talking about than you do. Make sense? Mancini has shown getting back on the ice and coming back in the thing you showed. Oh my gosh, I'm not very smart, but because you mentioned that, and I got to be better than that. I got to be way better than that. I'm going to go find it now, just because the real Elias Pettersson said something, and that's embarrassing. I got to be better. Yes, I'm in preseason mode, but that still does not make it right. All right. I'm sharing my screen again. Okay, so I'm watching for him. When does he come out? He comes out right. Oh, there he is. See, I was so focused on here that I did not look here. Let's see how far he gets. That's embarrassing. He gets all the way to the blue line, and I don't see. And look how fast he was going too. He really wanted to get back in the play. Thank you, friends. I suck. I got to be better. Skytrain Elfrin. So thank you. I will highlight this, and then I'll explain what the heck he's talking about. So thank you, Skytrain Elfrin. And he got it! Who do you think you are? I am. So I haven't decided what firstly, thank you, Skytrain Elfrin. Let's give Elfrin some love in the chat for the $2 donation. One thing I'm still trying to figure out is what I'm going to do post-game. I'm not going to do post-game live streams, because 11 o'clock's my time. That's my time. No one can go after me at 11. That's my time. So even if the game ends at 1 p.m, I'm doing my stream at 11. It's just the routine that I've worked out with everything that I do. But I'm debating between, actually, I'm going to put it in the chat, because it's not binding, but I do like your guys' feedback. So, given that my post-game live streams will still be at 11, what should I do? What should I do for my post-game vids? Should I do quick 1-minute shorts? I've done that for a season or two. Should I do 8 to 10 minute video recap? 8 to 10 minute recap? Or should I do nothing? Not binding, but I love your opinion. And I think Irvin gave me the suggestion, which I really like. Oh, you know why? I didn't do post-game videos last year, because they were actual goal recap videos, right? But I only did it when the Canucks won. But Swerve and Irvin made a great suggestion to me about a month ago, saying, don't worry so much about suggestion. Don't worry about doing them every game. Rather do it on the weekend, wrap up the game, and then you can wrap it up into here's all the highlights from the 2 or 3 games this week. And actually, I think though that might get more traction. That will be easier for me to do. I just knock it out 3 games in one sitting as opposed to individual games. That makes sense? Anyways, so for this game, I didn't watch it, Alfred, but what I liked, I say I would like Tolopil's game. I think he's the one that comes to top of mind. I didn't like, not only they told me in the Zoom chat, and then I saw the highlights. I didn't like Heedle's game. And one other thing, Braden Coots to me is going to be a nice surprise. Might not make the team outright, but he's certainly showing like he belongs for sure. Hey, Dino. My support worker said that he has a neighbor and he's 18. He's going to try on the Calgary Flames, but he's going to go back to the Giants. Yeah, similar to Braden Coots' suggestion, right? Very good. Very good. Patient. I've been patient my whole life. Wait, what are we talking about? What are you talking about, Crad? Did someone say something? So I don't know if that was directed to me or to someone else or to the Vancouver Canucks, but welcome. Is DP and Bovenlander going to remain a pairing during the preseason to see if they can be a consistent third pair? Yeah, I don't see how Bovenlander makes it ahead of Mancini and P.O. Joseph, to be honest with you, Ray. And I think the best thing for his development, unless he completely knocks the socks off people in preseason, I think it makes sense for him to start in the Abbotsford. No harm doing that for sure. I want to see a Canucks Cup. Me too. We can't seem to get wheelchair tickets. They sell. Yeah. And I think someone suggested to call the team directly. Yeah, but you're right. There are only limited wheelchair seating throughout the game. Call the team directly instead of going to the Ticketmaster because they might be able to hook you up. Does Bovenlander need waivers? No, he doesn't, which is good. Exactly. So it's easy to send him down. It seems like the Canucks always lose the first preseason game, mainly because they don't always start on the mainly because they start on the road with a younger roster. That's fair. Correct. No waivers. Exactly, says Rosie. Call the team. Very good. John Mancini. You can't see him. Love it. Love it. Who do you think you are? I am. You said that after a strike. That's awesome. That's awesome. What was exciting? The Sedge VC? Hockey is back. So Lebate was a force. Looks like he's having. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. Thank you. That way you include losses. Yep. Great suggestion. I'm going to take it. That's it. I'm going to be doing live game recaps at 11 again. Well, don't take all my audience, Tyler. What are you doing, man? I'm just kidding. Was anyone here at the game tonight? All good. All good. Shout out Lebate, who was drafted by Mike Gilson. What? 2011? It's the Canucks. There'll be an injury soon enough, and Bovenlander will get a call up. 15 years, Lebate still trying to crack the roster. I think Vancouver would do Bovenlander a disservice by playing one on the big team right away. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Gerald says, call the sales team and ask. Yeah, great point. Great point. So stoked that hockey is back. All right, very good. I'm stoked too. We went 35 minutes. This was good. And so happy to have Canucks back. Canucks t-shirts, hockey t-shirts are hanging back up. Canucks blankets are on my chair. Sweet. Let's go into our mid-show sponsor read. Always thanking my primary sponsor of Jason Lim from Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsors, Gassy Jack Art. Gassy Jack Art is the maker of this wonderful artwork you see behind me. Check them out at gassyjackart.com. Thanks to Mulligan Golf Company, MLGN Golf. Check them out at mulligangolf.com. They have wonderful, wonderful golf apparel and accessories. And then my supporting sponsor, Vessi Footwear, tinyurl.com/VessiClay, and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Purchase your Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thanks to everyone who has done that to support me in that way. And you want shows? Man, do we have shows this week? Tonight, I had my group Zoom chat with Hall of Fame and Legends. Then we are here right now as part of Clay's Canucks commentary. A big audience tonight. Thank you, everyone. Tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark, regular time, 10 p.m. Now, during the season, on non-game nights, when there's Canucks After Dark, so you got me this. I know there's a lot of and ifs or whatever steps you got to go through. So during the regular season on a Monday night, if there's no Canucks game, I will likely just do open house for 45 minutes. Just bring people on and we'll chat, because I've already exhausted my Canucks hockey IQ. I have very little of it with Parker for an hour. So I think that's what I'm going to do. If it's a game night though, I think there'll be enough between the Sedge VC and stats and where we can do a quick stream. So that's what I think I'm going to do for Monday nights going forward once the season starts. But tomorrow night, regular Canucks After Dark, and I'm open stream afterwards. Tuesday night, CCC. Wednesday night, members live stream. On Friday, it will be one more live stream. I'm not going to do Thursday night because I'll be busy, but Friday night I'll do a special stream. We can do a Canucks post game, and then I'll bring legendary Carol Bovenlander on for her birthday. I like to bring legends and Hall of Fame members on for their birthdays. So that's all the shows. You're going to see me every single night this week, except for Thursday, because then I'm gone for 8 nights after that. Hope that all makes sense. You can also subscribe, get active in the chat session, get notified of videos, like the video, leave a donation like Dino and Skytrain Alpha have done. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message. And if listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. 3 last things. Well, 4. If you want Canucks tickets, email me, canuckclay@gmail.com. Don't forget about my 24-hour live stream. Version 3, my 3rd time on October 12th and 13th, starting to line up guests for that, which I'm very excited about. So make sure you join me on October 12th, on October 13th. Also, fictional leaderboard right now, leading it is Dino because of that donation. He's at 625. Fangirl's at 525. Skytrain Alpha at 475. Swervin at 375. And Simon at 225. There's our top 5 right now. And finally, I am going to give away 5 memberships right now. Just in time for a members live stream on Wednesday.
3, 2, 1.
So shout out to Canuck Clay for gifting 5 memberships. They go to Rosie, Van City Larry. Hey, that's my dad's name. Cool. Antonia, See Me No More MMA, and JL. I hope that's not Jason Lim. So welcome to all 5 of you. Glad that you guys are all here, and welcome to franchise membership. And therefore, you should join me on my members live stream on Wednesday night. All right, back to your comments. Where did I leave off. It is the same debate from years ago. If I'm still live at 11, that means we are in an epic overtime game. Yeah, and that means no one will come to my show if you're still live, but that's good. That's good. If that's a small sacrifice I'm willing to make. A lot of the home games, though, and it'll obviously be a home game, or unless it's a Pacific time zone away game, and a lot of the home games I'll be at. So that's actually a really good point. Oh no, what am I talking about? It's not play. I'm just silly. Even an overtime or shootout game, we're still out of the arena before 10, so I'm home by 11. But I hear what you're doing. I hear what you're saying. Go Kings, go! I'll allow that. Tomorrow is the first day of fall. That is true. WrestlePalooza was awesome. I read about it, did not watch it. Very good. Rutherford says he does not want a youth movement from within the organization. Can't hold everyone back forever. Interesting. Wheelchair area has 5 spots in Rogers. 2 in the 400, 2 in the 300. 1 at ice. Awesome, Rosie. Thank you. Yes, I am streaming Friday. I won today, Simon. Thank you. I won both of my matchups. So I'm 2-1 in my church league and 1-2 in my other league. So I'm exactly 500. This week's member stream is indeed an open house. The pre-CC season rush. Erwin is the best with these puns. And I love how Erwin always comes up with a pretty quick pun after my closing dad joke. And that's tough to do. That's a lot of pressure because he gets it into the chat section within 15 seconds of me finishing the joke, just as the outro is playing. So I'm going to give you some love, Erwin. That's pretty impressive. Matt Hardy version 1 or 24-hour live stream version 3. Yeah. Delete, or should I say, what rhymes with delete? That's a good thing for Canucks. Petey, DPD. I got to work. Oh, delete, depeat. Okay. It's funny, not many fans talk about it, but did you know the Canucks would have drafted Jack Hughes if the Sedins didn't win their final home game? Oh, you mean, yeah, they won that game against Arizona, and that shot him up a couple of spots or down a couple of spots. Drew, I never thought about that. I'd have to go back, I believe you, and check the stats in the order, but that makes me a little sad. Then who knows, though, if we end up getting Quinn. This is before. No, this is after Quinn. What am I talking about? Because we drafted Quinn in 18. Wow, I did not know that ramification. That's crazy. Thank you. I am a legend in my own mind, for sure. Thank you, Sweaty Sarah Sue, not Shoe. Well, I don't know. Maybe your shoes are sweaty too, but SSS. I'm CCC, you're SSS. WrestlePalooza was awesome, but a little underwhelming. That's fair. Thank you, Shannon. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone's having a good night. We're better because you're here, Drew. The 3 names I've heard attached to rumors to perform the Super Bowl: Adele, Miley Cyrus, and Taylor Swift. Which one would make you most excited to hear perform? None. Absolutely none. No, actually, I don't mind Taylor Swift. I don't hate her. I don't mind her. Miley Cyrus, not my really cup of tea. Adele, I think, of those 3, I would like Adele, but I'm not sure if she would have the star part. She's not as relevant right now, right? But she's still good, obviously. Oh, it's 1 year off. That's good. That's why I was trying to do the math. It didn't seem right to me. Franchisees, welcome to the CMZ. I love all these new acronyms. Rosie, my seats are gone. I gave them to BC Beasley. So I bought 2 pairs. No, yeah, one for him, and he's going to pay me back. And the other one I was going to give away on here. But then as they were sitting here and I was in the middle of I wasn't sure. No, basically I talked to Gail. She said, I don't want him in the house. I said, Gail's the boss. So I gave both pairs to BC Beasley. Tabloid social media. Do you remember 20? Well, I did a reel last year. Oh no, thank you. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Because that song goes, do you remember the 21st night of September? Then tomorrow I'm going to do a reel saying, of course I remember. That was just yesterday. Thanks for reminding me. I will do that tomorrow. Very good. Very good, Sir Irvin. I remember I did that last year too. The Canucks game on 13th, that party 24-hour stream. No, Rosie, I'm either going to go 12 p.m. to 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. to 1 p.m. And then I'm going to the Canucks game. So I want to end off, and then I'll come back and do Canucks After Dark and then my own show. I'm going to be fried that day. Adele is the furthest in talk. Swift was a maybe. Okay, cool, Rain. Jessica, you have to see. I've done it twice before. The first time I did my 24-hour live stream, I'm stupid. I started at 7 p.m. So I got up on Friday morning. I worked the whole day, and then I set up my stream. And then I went all the way from 7 p.m. to Saturday night at 7 p.m. I was falling asleep during that last hour. And then I went to bed Saturday night. So basically, I was awake for technically 48 hours, right? No, that is not right. I was up, from Friday at 7 to, say, Saturday at midnight. So I was up for 41 hours. Then for my second one, I got smarter. I started in the morning. So I woke up, set up, and I did it from Saturday to Sunday. And therefore I was still up for the same amount of time. But the last part, I could have gone to bed way earlier because my stream ended at 10 a.m. or midnight. 10 a.m. or noon, not at 7 p.m., if that makes sense. This year, because of it's Sunday, Monday, not Saturday, Sunday, I have to go to church in the morning, and then I'll start at 12 or 1. I'm guessing 1. Actually, I have a question to ask you guys. This is very important, actually. I'm going to end this one where I asked you your opinion on what I should do post-game. You said, wow, it's split down the middle. 15% of you said nothing. I hope that's not because you don't like my content. It's because you're saying, well, you're already doing a show at 11. Then 44% of you said do it a longer form recap, 8 to 10 minutes. 41% saying do a quick 1 minute short. Okay, I might ask you that closer, or I might try both and see which one resonates with me more. Okay, guys, I'm going to explain this poll question. You can tell I'm in a good mood. I'm talkative tonight. I'm going to explain this poll question, and I'm going to ask you to vote on it. I either go 12 p.m. to 12 p.m., and that would mean it's a bit tighter for me on Sunday morning, but I have more time then between my stream and the Canucks game. That doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to sleep. And then what it does is just feels cleaner, like, because I got to break it up into 3 streams on YouTube. So it will be 12 to 8, 8 to 4, 4 to 12. Okay, that's the good scenario about starting at 12. The good scenario about starting at 1 is it buys me an extra hour of time in the morning, Sunday morning. It actually shortens the time between my stream and getting in the game, which is fine. It just means less downtime. But then I don't know. It feels a bit weird. 1 to 9, 9 to 5, and 5 to 1. Or maybe you guys don't care. So I'm going to write in the chat, what time? So given all those reasons, what time should I start my 24-hour live stream? And again, the nuances of 12 p.m. is it's tougher. It's 1 less hour in the Sunday morning to get ready, but it's cleaner times, 12 to 8, 8 to 4, 4 to 12, right? The nuance of 1 p.m., it buys me an extra hour of time Sunday morning to prepare, but then I'm not sure if it's as clean, 1 to 9, 9 to 5, 5 to 1, or maybe that's simple. It's just because it's still the same thing. It's 3 8-hour chunks. Let me know. I don't know if it makes a difference to you, that 1 hour. So I put in the poll, what time should I start my 24-hour live stream on Sunday, Thanksgiving Sunday, at 12 or at 1? Would love to know your thoughts. Repeat. I like that. Have you decided who you want to give a chair from the arena that you got? Yes, I thank you, Shannon. I already gave them both to the same person, to BC Beasley. DP. Jack Hughes drafted 2019. Sedin's last game was 2018. Yes, you guys have pointed that out. Thank you. Coots looks so good today. Great. We would still have to win the lottery. There's no guarantee it would have to work out like that for Jack. Gotcha. Coots, he really demands the puck and wants it. Yes, that's what they were saying on the radio. He's not afraid of handling the puck. He's very confident. Beautiful. Adele will be capitalizing off her recently sold out Vegas residency. Good point, Rain. Good point. Love was chasing the clouds away. What song is that? Yeah, no problem, Drew. Yeah, that's why you could see I was struggling with your comment. I found it interesting. But yeah, there are a couple of things that I think, a couple of logic leaps that we have to make. One of them with the years. The other one is winning the lottery. You still have a pair of seats. That's awesome. I don't want them though. Thanks, Russell. Take care of yourself. Good seeing you. Yeah, Badia. Suddenly you remember Badia dancing. There you go. I love that song. I stayed awake for 24 hours to Japan since I can't sleep on planes. Wow. I have no problem sleeping on planes. I fall asleep even before the safety demonstration is done. The first 24 hour last year, I remember Clay on the treadmill watching the Canucks game, trying to stay awake, trying to get my steps. I pestered all my coworkers today asking if they remembered. Very good. You mean about the song? Is there a performer that you're surprised has never done the Super Bowl? Yeah, I get Mariah. Whitney did it, right? When she was alive. Whitney must have done it. Mariah's a good one, actually. For sure. What else would you buy if Echoing replaced it? Tables, shower heads, paper towel dispensers. What else would you buy if Echoing replaced it? Oh, you mean like, I don't want anything from the bathroom. That's for sure. Seats, tables. I don't know, maybe a piece of the boards or glass. That would be kind of cool. Like, that's something I could put up. And then, but no, who am I kidding? Gil wouldn't want that either. What we really need is a return to the post-game exercise bike. I did not do that. Are you talking about players or me? I don't think I was ever on a post-game exercise bike. I did run on the treadmill to stay awake. Yes. Ship a sail to Mariah. Yeah, I don't want to see her nor hear her now. I think 12 to 12, so I can take it. You know, that's going to be tough, Rosie, because I don't think I'll be able to nap before. If I nap, I might not wake up. Would I live in Europe? Probably not. Probably not. I love visiting, though. Hey, RSA, nice to see you. So then you'll have to be doing mukbang, right? Yes, exactly. I do have to eat. So I do, at the end of every hour, I usually take a 5 or 10 minute break. That's when I put in Ricky's favorite music, right? That awesome grooving instrumental music. And sometimes I'll eat during the stream. Usually I eat twice, once on camera, because you guys know I have to eat. And the other time is usually when the boys are taking their hour for me. Although sometimes I use that time to shower too. And then As you guys know, last time I spent the time getting slapped in the face with tortillas, so that wasn't great. Oh, Mariah Carey did the anthem in 2005, but never the halftime show. That's good. Chaos. Yeah, I'm gonna start my live stream at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. on this. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I could go to church Saturday night. Yeah. Oh, I could go to church Saturday night, the 11th. So I could start at 12 on Sunday. Yeah, 12 does seem a little bit cleaner, but we'll see. How important? See, you guys are this very smart community, because not only is Adrian referencing the Badia song, but he's also referencing my chat from Thursday night. Remember when we were making fun of media members who ask every question, how important is it that you score the first goal? How important is it that you come out of training camp healthy? And the answer is always, always very important. Prioritize your schedule. You're doing it for us. We can wait an hour. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Coach Rob says one. And I don't know the reasoning, and I'd love to hear your reasoning for the last, if you did vote in the poll as to 1 p.m. versus 12 p.m., I would love to know your reasoning. It's very close. It's basically 50-50. It's 52-48 for 1 p.m. So it's really straight down the middle. I see Ricky's comment. I'll get to it when I get to it, but pretty funny. I love this. This community is awesome for the callbacks, because not just callbacks from earlier this show, like from weeks, from months prior. Very, very good. Obsolete. I love it, Tyler. Do you still want to do a draw for the seats for the community? We can talk about that, Gerald, if you want to give away yours, but I'm not asking you to give them to me. But yeah, that's something we could do. We could do it during the live stream. We'll talk. Another thing. Thank you, Gerald. Another thing on Coots, I've made the comparison pre and post. He really reminds me of Connor Bedard, the way he moves and plays the game more shifty and deceptive. Wow, that's high praise, Gary. That's high praise. I don't think Whitney did a full-time halftime show. They have a very similar play style. I'm not saying we have Bedard, but he really reminds me. No, Gary, that's cool, man. Super Bowl halftime shows have only been around since 1993. Jackson MJ was the first. That one was good. Whitney. Okay, so Irvin just said around since 93, but then Rain said Whitney did. Oh, sorry. National Anthem in 91. Okay, thank you. I had the craziest idea on Thursday night and bought last minute tickets and went to. And how was it, Jessica? How was it? Britney Spears and NSYNC. I don't know. Live stream marathon mukbang hour. That I might throw up by the end of it. No one wants to see that. If you were to get a piece of old glass from the arena, they gave us that last season as a gift in the shape of a hockey stick. Oh yes, I have that somewhere. I must have. That's a good point. I must have put it in my cabinet there. Yes, thank you, Rosie. Or maybe they withheld it from me. Do any of you know the word key? Yes, Lonsdale Key, not Quay. Exactly. NSYNC Mary J. Blige with Britney in 2001. It is October 12 and 13 SGA. Aerosmith in 2001. So there we go. There's the. So now someone's just got to combine. How important was it that you played on your golf trip, or how important was it that you told us about your golf trip? And this is probably a proper combination. Very good, Ricky. It was great. 12 was better for you. No problem, RSA. That's good to know. Admittedly, I'm probably gonna do it what's based on what's best for me, but knowing that 12 is better for you. But then that's fair. But are you committing to all 24 hours though? Because if you're gonna just watch, because of the time change and your own life, if you were gonna watch like 6 to 8 hours, then I guess it doesn't matter what time, right? Someone asked, how important is winning and having winning culture? Who asked that, Irvin, and to who? It's sports. Winning is pretty darn important. 1 p.m. gives you a chance to eat and start up the slushy machine. I play golf, but not well, Gary, but I do enjoy it. Doesn't matter what time, whatever time makes sense for you. Thank you, brother. Star started in 2001. And did I read that right? Super Bowl halftime performers not get paid? Yeah. Aren't they paying for the exposure? I mean, that's the last thing you want to hear as a content creator or an artist. Do it for the exposure. 1 p.m. because it's at the tail end of lunchtime. If it's a standard lunch hour, I agree. $70, that's amazing. Induced vomit. I didn't read it. Is that what he did? Yikes. SJ, send me a note, please. I've said that before. I'm not going to negotiate spots on the stream. canuckclay@gmail.com. Halftime shows in the 80s. Did you get anything special from the Canucks for a season membership? Not yet. I get the opportunity to spend lots of money on the team. Lonsdale Quay. Back then, they were little performances. They didn't really hire pop stars. October 12th, 13. Gary's going to commit to the whole 24. Actually, that's one. I like these poll questions because they're just fun and they're harmless and they're not binding. And I'm going to ask this a few times. How many hours do you expect to watch during the 24-hour live stream on October 12, 13? All 24. If you guys do that, that's pretty impressive. 16 to 24 hours. I can only do like this because 8 to 15 hours less than, and not binding because I don't know who votes for what, but I'm just curious. And I'll end that off in 5 minutes. In Q, the letters after the first are silent. After the first what? Q. Oh yeah, it's only one letter. Q. Mark P. It's here. Hooray. Greetings, my fellow ice holes. What does that mean? Did I just almost swear? Good job, Mark. Jonas Brothers were great. Surprised that MGK, is that Machine Gun Kelly with special guest, ran into Frankie Jonas. We were going in. There were a couple from Chilliwack that got married hours early and they got, wow. Did they go to the wedding? On stage do their, sorry. I thought you said the Jonas Brothers got invited to the wedding. I got to keep reading. And they got invited on stage to do their first dance to their mom's favorite song, When You Look at Me in That. Nice. Can we do a poll and see if members want to draw for the seats? You know what? I'm going to do that on my next show on Tuesday. Let's do that on Tuesday, Gerald. For sure. But thank you for asking. Then I can talk to you before then. We should do a Canuck Clay fan club drop-in hockey game, and you're not the goalie. Okay, we can make that work. Don't have any liquids when Clay says something about not wanting any bathroom stuff from Aquilini as I laughed at my drink. So you're saying don't have any liquids when Clay says something about not wanting any bathroom stuff for Aquilini as I laughed and my drink came flying out. I'm sorry. I'm glad I can make you laugh. That's good. SGA is committed to the whole 24. Impressive. I can't stay up all night. My wife will kill me. Yeah, you can watch later. That's fine. Yeah, I'm good. Not literally. Yes, we mentioned this on Thursday night very quickly because that's when the story came out, right? Not good. Oh, TLC, you're amazing. Solid 70-28. The fun. Yeah, the midnight to 4 a.m. hours are a little bit crazy. I tried last year, but I fell asleep shortly after you had to restart your stream because of the audio sync. That's another reason why. So I'm going to use a different computer. I still haven't figured out why on my MacBook, why if I'm using my Apple AirPods, why my mic completely disables itself, and I can't afford that. So I'll probably use wired. And I looked at my old stream. Sometimes I didn't even use AirPods. I didn't even use headphones. So we'll see. I can negotiate with you. No, you don't have to negotiate. You just come. What's there to negotiate? You just come for as long as you can and you want to. You're going to be working during this year. Dang. I don't want to fall asleep because I'll miss most of the stream, but I don't want to miss a thing. But you might not be okay. That's fair. That's fair. You can do all 24 hours. Rent out Rogers Arena, make it a charity event. We're not going to have any money after we're done. Clay going to be competing with the NFL, and I have to say ratings for the NFL that day will be all-time low because everyone will tune to see. I am totally fine if you have the NFL on your TV and me on your laptop or your phone. Thank you, SGA, favorite YouTuber, and you're the GOAT. Thank you, and you rock. Thank you, and you kill it. Thank you, and you slay it. Thank you, and you know so much about the Canucks. Thank you, and I'm glad you are sharing that all of us. Thank you. I try my best. I'll watch an hour or a few. Life is more important. Yeah, thanks for making me feel good, Tat. Of course, I agree. The midnight to 4 a.m. section is crazy because people from all across the world will be scrolling YouTube lives and stumble upon yours. Oh, that's true. That's a great point. Oh, it's an Aerosmith reference. I'm not very smart. And with that, it is 12:01. I'm going to end. And you guys said, actually, let's do it right now because there's still 70 people here on YouTube, another 130 on X, and I want to honor Gerald's potential generosity. Mark says midnight to 4 is for crazies only, so naturally we'll all be here. Exactly. I don't want to miss a thing. I know that one. I love supporting you. Thank you. And making you feel the best. Thank you. And you're doing the solo, and thank you. And you do a great job. Thank you. Posting the solo streams. Thank you. Because when I do solo streams, thank you. I get nervous and I can handle it. I can't. It's all right. Just keep practicing. Keep grinding away, SGA. Question: has anyone heard about the radio host that is suspended? Is he in trouble with the law? Who's that, Shannon? Who's that? Is that like a local guy? Or is that a national guy? Hey, Rosie, thank you for letting us know about the Canuck seats. Yeah, Rosie's always willing to help people out. Okay, let's do this poll. So all 24 hours, baby, 33% of you. So 11 of you said that. I'm holding you to it. Less than 8 hours says 40%. That's the majority. Boo. 8 to 15 hours, 15%, and 16 to 24 hours. Yeah, that's kind of a weird one, right? Because you almost want to try and commit to the whole thing, but you can't. But that's a long time still. Okay, last poll for Gerald. Would you enter a giveaway for a pair of Rogers Arena red seats? I think people will know that I'm not talking about tickets to sit in those seats. That's the actual seats themselves. Because if there's not enough interest, then we simply won't do it. I think that's the whole point of doing the poll. Oh yeah, if you're talking about Jimmy Kimmel, yeah, he's a TV show host. Yeah. Because it's too complicated to start now. Is it Jeff Merrick? Say, will you remember for next year? Huh? Is that my September 21st reference, or is that something else? Make a deal with Sportsnet and do a live stream on Sportsnet Pacific. I'm not sure if I think I'm too small potatoes for them. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to go to sleep. Very good, Gerald. Irvin is asking Dino if he figured out how to upgrade his membership. I know we tried so hard on Thursday. Great to see you too, Dino. Thanks for introducing us to your mom, Mena, on Thursday night. Al Farabee from CFAX. Okay, I did not know that. I'll have to look that up. Can you stream for 2 hours today? I'm bored. Oh, I'm sorry, RSA, that I'm not at your every will and beckon and call. No, I screwed that up. I can't. I have to do some work now. I have a board meeting at 8 a.m. online that I got to prep for, and I also have to finish my budget for work. Clay Inception the other night was very funny. Yeah, that was not my finest moment. Natty, you got to be around for the mid. Actually, I was going to talk about that. Just you'll know in 2 minutes. It's nice that you get on your show. You do lots of different polls so people can have a chance to vote. That's awesome. Exactly. RSA is willing to help Dino upgrade his membership. So I think did Dino say he was on a phone or laptop? I think it was laptop, right? It's kind of cool to have the old seat up. I kind of like Rose. Now I feel bad. Now I have FOMO. Thanks a lot. Now I'm gonna feel bad all night. It's Monday. Time for tequila. Go ahead, Mark. No one's stopping you. You clip the Clay Inception. That's cool. Can't wait for the Canucks to lay it all on the line this season. Can you make October come sooner? Trying my best. Dino, I tried to go through the channel and click on perks, but nothing happens. Are you on mobile or desktop, Dino? I know a lot of people were trying to help on Thursday. Your problem, Natty. Hey, Japan 4. I haven't watched everything. I've just read about it. Stunning, the visuals, because of where they held it. I don't like the way they went Brock Cena, and I was fine for the rest of, because Cena, like, what do? Do you build him up in the next 2 months? Do you make that like one of the lasting images is him getting destroyed by his rival? That was a throwback from SummerSlam from a decade ago, right? You're on your iPad. Friends, is that why he can't upgrade? Will iPads not necessarily work? Anyone, real quick, because I'm gonna exit in the last 2 minutes. If anyone can help Dino, just type it in the chat. Dino, you and your mom look through all the live chat either now or on replay And simple, just go to the very end of the stream. If you click on perks, where is it? If you click on perks, there should be like 3 dots there. It says manage membership. So there's a good hint from RSA. SGA, I will do that, not now, especially when I'm trying to wrap up. I will do this on my, I might do this on Tuesday night stream now that you bring it up, but I'll definitely do it during the Wednesday member stream. But you can find it by just going to my channel. Go click on my name, click on the join button underneath this video, and then it actually tells you all about all 3 levels there. Swervin says, open the YouTube on the web browser, not the YouTube app. So go to youtube.com and not use the app, says Swervin Irvin. Hey, Helen, good night. Coach Rob was even making room on his deck for the seats. All right. After clicking perks, you have to look on the next screen for join or upgrade. That Cena Lesnar match was terrible. Yeah. AJ Lee was awesome. Phones and iPads cannot change membership, so it might have to be on a desktop. There we go. Fangirl says you have to use a computer to upgrade, not an iPad or mobile. My phone, I couldn't see the upgrade to member on your page until someone donated. Yes, there we go. If you're on a phone or iPad, you need to use the web browser. Very good. So Swervin Irvin says you can upgrade, join on a phone or iPad, but you have to use the web browser and not the YouTube app. If you're on a desktop, then of course you're not using that. You're using the website. Very good, Irvin. Needs to be on a computer or laptop. There we go. But Jessica says, I'm also on iPad. What I did is I searched up Clay's video about memberships and clicked on the description in that video. There's another. I didn't see anyone who gifted me. So Canucks play the San Jose Sharks in November 20. I would love for us to both go to the game together. Wait, what are you talking about? Where's the game? Is it in San Jose or Vancouver? Because that means one of us got to travel. All right. Good luck, Dino. Hope it works. I got to get going. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Legendary Lucas Gates, Legendary Line Change, Legendary Carol Bovenlander, Legendary Andrew Chang, and Legendary Brian Blingy Choi. Thank you for your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, like, subscribing. On your way out, like the video, subscribe. You can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. That was Dino with the $14 donation, Skytrain Alphan with the $2 donation, and Canuck Clay, who gifted 5 memberships. And just for you, Natty, just for you, a reminder, next show is Monday, Canucks After Dark at 10. I'll just put the banner up one more time. Tonight was 10 o'clock. Sorry, tonight was 11. Tomorrow night, Canucks After Dark at 10. CCC Tuesday night at 11. Members Wednesday night at 11. CCC Friday at 11. No show this week on Thursday. And 70% of you are saying yes, you would enter a draw to give away some Rogers Arena seats. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, friends, I got to go. Thanks for being here. Canucks lose 5-3 to Seattle, but who cares? It's preseason, and Braden Coots and Nikita Topio look awesome. I will see you tomorrow night for Canucks After Dark. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. And take care of each other. You know, this is a joke. I haven't actually done this. I remember the first time I went skydiving. The first time, the guy strapped himself to me. We jumped out of the plane. And as we were falling towards the ground, he said to me, so how long have you been a skydiving instructor? God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.